Hello all. Um Welcome to episode 2, and I'm going to name this episode Get Humble by 2 Sips of Margarita. I thought about this. Actually, I don't know how to begin because it's a really long story, but I thought it would be like funny and also like inspiring as well as embarrassing for me to talk about this. So I'm just gonna name it because it's actually started from that embarrassment that I really got humbled by the margaritas, and now I got humbled so many else things where so many so many things else that I feel like my life is embarrassment right now. And I mean, I kind of already said that in the last episode that I'm trying to not be embarrassing, but maybe it's just who I am. So let's get into the first embarrassment. So, the story of 2 Sips of Margarita. It's super funny, but also kind of not. It was funny at first. Well, it was not funny at first, and then for like the next 3 days it got funny, and I told a story as like a really funny story, and now it got kind of more serious and not fucking funny at all. So last month, or maybe like last 2 months, I took a trip to Chicago. So wait, before getting to Chicago, I have to let you know that like before Chicago, I was working in a startups company where it was super intense for me. It's not my first job, but my first startups environment. And okay, I don't even know if you guys can hear the me over the plane. I'm not really know how this microphone works still, but anyways, yeah, so it was like my first startups company environment, and I did not build for startups. Like, I knew that I did not like a startups environment. First, it's very fast paced working. I think I'm guessing saying that right. I mean, I'm pretty good. Like, I'm really quick learner, and I work pretty quick. Actually, I work really quick. But I don't like being rushed. So like if you are mess up on your end and you're gonna rush my end, like that's not gonna work. But in startups, at least my startups that I was working in, it was like that, and we have to be team player to be, you know, part of the team, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna get too deep into the startups work, but basically it was very stressful, and I decided to leave. Well, actually, before I got that job, like at the beginning of the year, I told the empire that in May I was going to take 2 months off, actually at a month off, to travel to the States because I already made plan prior to the hiring. And they knew that I was going to leave to a trip, right? So like they give me oh, excuse me. They give me like they already signed up to that. So it was like they knew I was leaving. But 3 months into working, I kind of knew that I didn't like the job. And I mean, it was not really an environment. I mean, yes, it was environment too, but I also didn't feel involved or like the sense of ownership that I should have while working there. So I decided I wanted to quit like a month before I was going on the America trip. But I was kind of getting busy, like resigning and figure things out, that I did not really taking the trip in consideration. I feel really unprepared going to the trip, and the first day I arrived, there was like complication with the trip, basically. So I was kind of on like a not fully mentality prior to the trip, right? not pirate trip, like during the trip and everything. And I stay in Chicago for like 10 days or like almost 2 weeks. And on the almost last day, so it was like this day and then I have 1 day left after we leave Chicago to like other states, right? We went out. I like initiate the wending out. Like I was like, I really need like to drink something, even though I don't drink like that. Like I probably have 2 sips and then I know that I'm drunk already. But like I was kind of stressing like over the work thing, over the trip, that I like, yeah, I really need to go drink. So we went to this really good place we already went to this place by sorry. Oh my god. We already and we know it's really good, and they have a really famous big glass of margarita, like margarita slushy, that like it looks really good. And I was like, yeah, I really want to have some, even though like I don't drink. It arrived, I took a sip, and it was really good. And I was like kind of wanting to talk things out because like I mentioned, I was kind of stressed. And I took like 2 sips of like 2 big sips. I don't, maybe I'm exaggerating, but like from what I remember, it was 2 sips. And it like the margarita is not even moved. Like it was just like this almost same amount as it came with. And I went to the bathroom. It was really a hot day, by the way. Like there was like a really cold day in Chicago, and there was raining, and that day was really really hot. I went to bathroom, and then I came back. I told my friend that like I feel like I'm going to pass out. Like I need you to come outside with me right now. And I mean, like my friend know that I have anxiety and I get panic attacks sometimes, even though I don't really have them now. I mean, kind of. Yeah, but like we were trying to go outside to get some fresh air so I can feel better, and I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of like these people in the restaurant that I couldn't handle my alcohol. So on the way that we were going to go outside, we have to took 2 steps up the stairs. So it was like a door, and then you turn to go to the street, to the walkway, right? There was like 2 kind of big steps and opening the door. And that was the last thing I remember before like waking up to, well, not waking up, like hearing a lot of people saying things, and like things like I need to go to the hospital, you need to call 911. It was crazy, and I feel really like dizzy, and I couldn't open my eyes because the world was spinning. Oh my god, telling a story now, I feel really embarrassed, but I need to get it on my chest, and you guys are my only friend now. Basically I pass out and fall down the steps, hit my head. It still hurts, by the way. And I may or may not have a concussion. But obviously I'm a foreigner. I'm from Thailand. I'm visiting the States. I'm scared. Like I don't know how 911 works. Like I actually never been to a 911 even in Thailand. So I mean, people called 911 because like I was passing out, and the fire department came and helped me got up and asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital. And I was like, like I don't know what to do. So I said no, because like I was scared. But like after they left, people leave, I still on the bench thing that they put me. The world is spinning and I could not open my eyes, and I got really panicked. So I asked my friend to call 911 again. I know it's embarrassing of me. Oh my gosh. But okay, like I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for anyone who works in the medical industry that I caused this problem. I know I'm the problem. I need to do something with this, but I am so sorry. But that's what happened, and I couldn't control it back then. But from now on, I'm really trying. But anyways, we went to the hospital. We got like diagnosed. I got like a mild, I think they have the word for it, or like basically it's like a mild concussion, and I was dehydrated. The bum, it's like a little bit sore. It is still sore like after 2 months, but yeah, we went home. I have insurance in Thailand, and so like the payment was like they didn't do anything after that because like I had an insurance, but it is like a Thai insurance and it's called like traveling insurance or something like that, right? So that was it. I went on with the trip. I mean, it still hurt. Oh wait, actually I cut my trip short because I didn't want to be any problem, and I kind of done. So I came back home, and right now, kind of part two of the embarrassment, and well, not, I don't think this is embarrassment anymore, but it's humbling AF, is that I'm in contact with the insurance company. Wait, actually, I skip a thing. So after that happened, right, I obviously feel really bad for the staffs, for everyone was involved, for the restaurant, and for my friend. So I cut the trip short, but I'm still like kind of wanting to talk it out with like the people I met. Basically, I'm not gonna get into deep into like who and stuff. So I remember that for me it was the end, right? Even though it was embarrassing, but I did my best at that point, and I was telling a story of like, yeah, I got humbled by 2 sips of margarita, I think. Sorry, I I know margarita is not supposed to have S, okay? 2 sips of margarita. Chill. But I was like, okay, let's make a story out of this. Like, I know next time it's gonna be better if I try to control myself or whatever. And it was like over, right? Now, back to like Thailand, and like this is the current moment. I feel humble like so much because the insurance called me and were like, you need to pay in advance because you didn't admit into the hospital, which I knew, and I knew, and they're gonna reimburse me or whatever. Like it was like should be a process, right? But the thing is that I couldn't pay the insurance, not the insurance, the hospital, because I'm now in Thailand, and the amount that I was supposed to pay was not showing up on the like global system or whatever they said they should be set up. And I have been emailing them to like trying to fix this. And finally, like, I'm really stressed over this for like months, but I'm trying to like be mature and not break down. But today was the day. I called my insurance company again to ask them to like, can you have somebody like contact the hospital to like look into this because I'm not able to pay, and it's going to be like a chaos, and like if you would help me, I would really appreciate it. We make like several phone calls and nobody was able to help me, or they refused to do it. I mean, I know it's not really like, well, I mean, okay, so like the full story, like not the full story, but like more information on this is that they saw that I have an insurance in Thailand, so that's why they kind of like, yeah, we're gonna let your insurance pay in that way. Like I guess that's like the US way or whatever. That's why the amount was processing and it was not showing up. That's what I received from the mail, and I have expressed to them that like I'm gonna pay in advance, and that's probably how like insurance in Thailand work. I'm not sure is that how it works, but that's the information I have right now, right? So I'm guessing that first there might be something wrong with the system of the hospital, or like they just didn't care for me if I could not pay, and like I don't really know. Second, there's this miscommunication between me, the hospital, and the insurance. The hospital thought the insurance was gonna pay. The insurance thought I was gonna pay, and I just could not pay, just because of this like three party situation going on. And third scenario it could be, I'm just dumb and could not figure out the how to pay. Um, I mean, could it be the case? First, I have checked previously, like several times, and the amount did appear one time. But back then, the insurance did not let me pay. Then, like, we were still communicating about like the system, so I hold up on paying, and it was like Friday, right? And they were like, we're gonna look into this, just like hold on. By the way, like, this is the salesperson, right? So they kind of like BSing me a little bit, I think. So I did not pay then, and then I waited. Today is Wednesday, so like Monday we like receive words, and then we're trying to figure it out if like I should pay, or like what are they doing. Yesterday I talked with my mom, and I was just like, should we just pay? So like, because they're gonna reimburse. But my mom was like, "Oh, yeah, but like, what if they already paid and like they're not reimbursed or something?" Like, it was just a lot of like communication, and I don't know, like, but that's just how it is. And now today I am looking at into the website, and the amount was like zero. Therefore I couldn't pay anymore. So like, it just very frustrating. So I a little bit break down, like I cry a little bit, because I just feel super humbling by the inability, if that's a word, like my inability, that the insurance like just doesn't give a thing about me. Like, they were really like, I felt like they were refusing to help me, even like, and they were not nice. And apparently my mom said that's how insurance work. They like nitpicking, and they just okay, whatever. And that's like very humbling, and like the time difference is kind of frustrating me a little bit, because I have emailed the hospital for like several times, but I have to wait it at least like a night, or like sometimes it take like even a couple of days for them to reply back. And I just wanted to get it over with. Like, that probably a third reason that I'm super frustrated, because like it's embarrassing already, and now they second-handed, third-handed, fourth-handed embarrass me, and like the fact that I cannot do anything with it. Like, it's not like I'm refusing to pay or anything. Like, I'm willing to pay in advance because they will reimburse me, but I'm unwilling to pay. It's ridiculous how like humbling this experience has been. Like, it's super humbling, well, like high humbling, and then like a little bit, well, not like that, but like a little bit like humbling, embarrassment, and a little bit funny, and then now it's like frustrating and humbling and embarrassing. So yeah, I just wanted to share that experience, and want to let you guys know just to be careful, first with the alcohol. I think I'm doing like the listing thing a lot. Just be careful, take care of yourself. I know you're having fun. I'm having fun too. It's my 20s. But I mean, I just couldn't be problem for anyone else, especially a friend on a trip. I mean, I feel like a trip with a friend, or like friends, should be like another topic that I can talk about, because there's so many things that I experience and I get humbled by, or like I cherish. So let me know if you guys want to know that. Or I mean, no one cares. So honestly, it's whatever, because I'm gonna keep talking anyways. Thank you for listening. I hope I get an update whether what's going on. I hope I get this done like by the end of this week, because I cannot deal with this anymore. Like, it's embarrassing and humbling. And I mean, okay, I know I'm almost done, but like, it's also make me realize how ordinarily, how simple, oh no, not how, what's the word for ordinarily, how life is. I mean, simply, how ordinarily one life can be. I guess that's how it is. Because living in Thailand, we obviously a small country, and like even like in this small community, if I got sick, like, it's not that I'm just another object of this community and like, okay, one machine's broken, just get it to fix and then come back when it's fully new, like that's how I feel when I being treated by like big companies or like big corporates like this, because they're treating us like we are not matter. We are just one of the many clients, one of the many things, many, how to say, but like I think you guys can relate, maybe some of you guys can relate, like that's how I'm feeling right now. And I'm not saying that I want to be treated specially, but I think big corporate should treat us more like human and more like we matters, because I literally gave you the money for the insurance pyre, right? And I mean, not to mention that they make us feel very special when they were selling the insurance, but now they're treating us like, yeah, you just gotta figure out your problem, dude. Like, they just don't care. And I mean, I'm not blaming the company, or not the company, I'm blaming the company. I'm not blaming the employee at all. Like, I feel like, oh, by the way, I did not like get emotional over the phone. Like, I try my best to be polite over the phone. I was like, yeah, can you get someone to help me with this, please? Like, I know, like, if you're unable to, like, can you find someone else? And finally, today, I got to talk with, like, someone who care at the end. So that's why I kind of, like, stopped calling so much. But, yeah, I think it's really messed up, and that we being treated this way, and it's just humbling, I guess, but also like unfair. And well, I mean, everybody get treated like this, but I don't know, I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm sure like a few of you guys can relate, like being treated as like just one little piece of this massive world. It's not even a world for them. I think it's like a machine, and I'm just one little function thingy, machine thingy that, oh, it's fine, go get it fixed, like whatever. That's why I'm determined to be someone who matters for them. Like, I don't know how, but I'm determined. Like, probably nowadays, probably if I have like media power, they might listen to me more. I don't know. That's all I'm thinking about like this morning, and just thinking about it now, I feel a little bit better. Healing myself and rot, because I feel like shit this morning thanks to that insurance company. Yeah, but I guess I'm just done ranting, and I want to make a difference. And I want to be matters for this world, and as everybody, I'm sure. So, see you guys in the next episode, and let me know what you think.